The other thing that this particular investigation showed us, which is an interesting insight, you know, obviously we all know we have a gang problem here in the city of Chicago, but what we have seen now when it comes to trafficking, we always think of the gang members just on the streets, you know, pitching dope and selling drugs, and for the most part, yes, they're going to do that and continue to do that. However, what we've seen is the gang members, the gangs are getting more sophisticated, and they're branching out into other things. One of the things that they're branching out to is trafficking. And what we notice in this particular case, you know, our street gangs here are generational now. They are, and you'll find members who are teens whose father was a gang member and whose grandfather was a gang member. The older generation sees trafficking as an easier way to make money, as opposed to being on the streets, selling drugs. And we all know how many shootings have we seen or murders we have seen that were a result of some kind of confrontation and drug turf kind of thing. So they see this as a little under the radar, a little less dangerous, and they don't have to be out there on the street, visible by the police. And so we noticed that the gangs also, you know, instead of fighting with one another, they tend to work together when it comes to trafficking operations, where they are actually selling girls between themselves, or sharing girls, or trading girls. So it was really an eye-opener for us, because we haven't seen that kind of cooperation between gangs. And so it's kind of sad, though, that they're looking at this and getting involved in this, seeing it as, in their minds, an easier way to make money. But at the same time, what they're doing is abusing our young children. But human trafficking really is a community problem. It's a crime that is happening right here and right now in our own backyards. And those of you who work with children or who support agencies like ChildLink already know that, because the girls involved in that Little Girl Lost, all local girls, most of them from the West Side, you know, not someone who was transported here from another country, people, you know, kids who were born and raised right here. The need for support and services for these children is growing as more are identified. We need to make people aware and also work to bring a focus and awareness to the fact that there is a clear and profitable demand for human trafficking that crosses all socio and economic borders. And again, it is a matter that should concern all of us. And I hope that I have provided you with the information that can provide a groundwork for your continued interest and call to action on this issue. The first step is awareness. And the next and equally important step is support and resources, which is why agencies like ChildLink are so important. Children need families to thrive, and in the absence of healthy families, agencies like yours are critical to provide support, life skills, education, job readiness, and access to housing and health care. So I'm so grateful that this organization has recognized the magnitude of this devastating problem and is taking steps to raise awareness and bolster intolerance. As I close, I want to thank you for all the work that you do and for inviting me to be here today and allowing me to share this information on what I consider to be such an extremely important issue for all of us. So I commend you for the work that you do. I wish you the best of luck in helping us keep our streets safe. And we're going to continue to plug along, and hopefully we'll be able to work on other operations and save some girls that haven't been saved before. Thank you.
All right, that concludes our luncheon for today. I would again like to thank everybody for coming out and providing us with your support. Without you, we would never be able to do all the fantastic things that we were able to do. And the girls that are around the room that are scattered here today, if you haven't had a chance to speak to any of them, please take time to talk to them. I really don't have sufficient words to say thank you to everybody for being here. So hopefully we will all see you again next year. Have a nice afternoon. little something for you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing our comments.
All right, everybody can go out and enjoy the beautiful sunny day we have.